It's about to be fun if these dogs will shut up. All right. Welcome to a new episode of In the Green Room. Thank y'all for joining me yet again for another episode. We are now on episode 6. And if you notice, I do not have a lady next to me this week. Usually we have the women represented, but this month I wanted to do something a little different. It's Black History Month, so I wanted to celebrate some of the brands that I absolutely love, adore. So I brought my cousin, Juwuan Tolbert, in. He got FAUS, Fashion Athletic Urban Society. I keep it on my chest all the time. He keep me dripped up. You know what I'm talking about? Coming with the heat. So we're going to get into a little bit of his story. Talk about where he from, where we from.
Yeah.
You know?
Most definitely.
Sell no seeds. But y'all know, first things first, we're going to start off with the affirmation station. So pretty much what this is every week I have 2 decks of cards. My guest will select a card. It's going to be an affirmation. It's going to be something that's going to help us better ourselves.
Gotcha.
Something. So I'm going to shuffle them like I'm in an intense game of spades. And we going to have you pick one, Juwuan. All right.
Here we go.
Hold on, wait. Let me spread them out right. All right.
Ooh. You spread it out like you ready to play a game.
Literally right.
Ooh. I'm going to top.
Okay.
I'm going to top.
Okay. What you got?
This is actually a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I use obstacles to motivate me to learn and grow. Vanessa Myers.
Mm-hmm. Say it one more time.
I use obstacles to motivate me to learn and grow.
That's good.
Yes.
Definitely got to use them obstacles.
Yes.
They ain't doing them but making us stronger.
Most definitely.
Helping us understand how to pivot.
If you don't understand your past, you know what you came from.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go to your future.
You right.
So.
All right, hold on to that one. Gonna shuffle you real good. These dogs next door are player hating tonight, y'all. Hopefully I'll be able to remove the extra noise from the background, but come on, dog. All right. Ooh. What we got next?
Well, see, I chose from the front first time. I'll choose from the back.
So okay.
Choose from the back.
All right.
Yes.
Got another good one.
Yes, I am a creator. Everything around me began as a thought. My clothes, my home, and even the roads I drove on were once just thoughts. When I take the time to contemplate my surroundings, I grasp all of the thoughts that took place to create the world. Likewise, my thoughts have created things. My thoughts create my actions and thereby create my life as I know it. Therefore, I strive to think about my desires optimistically. I am a creator.
I
did good.
Yeah. You did. Let me see these.
Yes.
These are good. I've never pulled this one.
For real?
And that's crazy as a creator, but I mean, that you pulled for both of us.
Yes.
These are good. I use obstacles to motivate me and learn to grow. And I am a creator with a whole blurb underneath it. You heard what he said. Y'all, these are good. I am a creator. I use obstacles to motivate me to learn and grow. Welcome to this episode of In the Green Room. Man, okay, so it's a little trial and error.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
All right. Wow.
Is it recording now?
Yes. The recorder's right there. And I glance.
I didn't even check to see if it was real.
Yeah, but I always do that. I always be looking, and some told me to. It's all right. Hey, y'all. Welcome to this week's episode of In the Green Room. Like I said, We got my cousin right here with me, Juwuan Tolbert, the
What's up,
owner,
y'all?
founder, creator, the brains behind False Fashion Athletic Urban Society. I keep it on my chest. He keep me laced up. Know what I'm talking about? One of the flyest guys I know. Where you from?
From Augusta.
AUG. What's up? What's happening?
All day, every day.
Yeah. This is like second, third cousin. We close.
Yeah.
We somewhere
I
around
think
there, but
you're in the second generation. I'm in the third.
Yeah.
So,
right.
Yeah.
Yep. We me and Juwuan, like we used to see each other at family functions, but we didn't really take time to have conversations or anything like that. And
I'm still young.
Yeah, I was too though. But when he dropped False, I went to pick up an order from him one day, and we sat and talked for hours. Hours. It was so good to connect with you in that way, because I mean, like I said, we had never had like, I feel like any meeting with, hey cuz, bye cuz.
I think what it was, because like I said, you have your second generation with you, Niche, Mel, Buck, that generation. Then of course, my father,
right,
and all that generation. So I think, when you came over that day and we got to talking, you was like, give me a little background about this, like, because I want to know, because when people ask about this, I want to know what to tell them, So, and I think we just got to talking, and we just got to sharing each other life stories, and just talking about how we got to where we are and how we're finally now chasing our dreams and going after everything that we, wanted to go after. And pretty much, the setbacks, the obstacles we had to face in the beginning, but, we endured and, persevered, and, now we're here. We hit the green room, and I'm here 3 years later talking about this now on your podcast. So this is definitely
that's crazy.
Yeah,
it's a full circle thing, because I feel like maybe this idea was floating somewhere in the back of there. Like, I knew that I wanted to find some type of space where I could share my experiences, where I could also invite people to share their experiences. So it's just really cool. The people that I've had on here, we've been in this upward motion together, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't stop there. You're a part of that upward motion, because when the conversation that we had was near the beginning, and you was ready. I was like, cuz you gotta.
No, that's the thing,
you want
though.
It.
And what's crazy is, like, I get up thinking about two things every day: life and my business.
Yeah,
those two things I get up thinking about every day. And I think the day you came over, it was just pretty much really our first time really actually going to depth and just really having a conversation, and knowing that we're both a creative mind. And I think, like I said, when we around creative people, it just flow. Like-minded people who have similar interests, chasing some of the same aspirations, it's just one of the things, like, ideas are going to flow naturally. It's going to be good vibes. It's going to be great energy. And I think what it was that day was we both was in that zone, that creative zone. And sometimes that creative zone might not be designing or putting something together. That creative zone might just be a conversation. But from that conversation, as this person is talking, ideas are just churning. Boom, boom, boom. So it's just one of the things I call it tense, like, you just feeding off each other's energy, and you throwing ideas back and forth. And I think that was a lot of inspiration from that conversation. So that
was good.
That was God's.
It really was. It really was, because I didn't plan on staying for that long. I'm sure you didn't know that we was gonna be talking for that long.
I didn't know.
It was like 2 or 3 hours, but I feel like it was necessary, and I feel like it opened up a chapter in our relationship. Like, we can be open with each other when it comes to our creative ideas, and we can trust that either one of us is going to give real unsolicited, I mean, not unsolicited, but real feedback.
Yeah, critique.
Yeah. Like, so you hear who is Juwuan? Like, you're at this point, then we gonna travel along the road and we're gonna figure out about FAUS, but like, you were born in Augusta, of course. What was it like growing up in Augusta?
So pretty much come from a community where there's not a lot around. A lot of abandoned houses. Like, I want to say one really restaurant in that community.
Yeah.
Blimpie. Shout out to Blimpie.
Blimpies taste stamps, y'all. Blimpies taste the
Ain't no
stamps.
shame in it.
Listen, get a little oil and vinegar, salt and pepper, oregano.
One of the
best
sauce you're gonna have in Augusta.
Nah, for real.
But Blimpie raised us. Girlies raised us, which is a grocery store, a little corner store, but not much around. Pretty much a community that's heavily invested in sports. It's a lot of activity that goes on from sports to, every community has violence, but, it's about not getting caught up into it and, making a difference and knowing what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept. So just pretty much, I think that community really is who I am today. Yeah. I'm a product of that environment and I love it. I don't regret
away from it.
I don't shy away from it. I don't regret it. Like, deep into my community, I love everything about it, from 15th Street to the Avenue, Southside, Sunset, Jenny Holmes, Olive Road, Glendale, just everything around that is me. Yeah. And I'm a product of that environment. Southside, all that, just, I love it. Yeah. So all that is installed in me, of course, with everything in my family, how they raised me. Just being fortunate to be in a household with a mother and a father, and not only just in my household, but both grandparents' side. Seeing a man come home from work, cut grass, cook,
don't do
then
that.
Right after that, go to basketball practice and coach. So to me, I've seen early on what a man's supposed to do, and not only early on, just hang around my father and his friends. I seen at an early age. Just, I was raised early. Yeah. So I seen a lot at a younger age. Yeah. Things I probably wasn't supposed to see, but I'm glad that I did see, because still at that age, I was still smart enough to say, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to follow those things. Yep. Not saying those guys did a bad thing, but
but you were able to select.
Yeah, I was around adults. Yeah. So they always say kids need to stay in the kids' place, but I don't know. I want to be with the guys. I want to know what's going on. Right. And I was always one of them curious kids, like, when they tell you, oh, you got to leave out the room. Well, I got to leave out the room. So later on, I'm going to go and find out why I had to leave out the room, because I want to know why I'm not supposed to be knowing.
Privy to the information. Yeah. Got to know.
So, but other than that, I'm just a young man that was just raised on family. Yeah. Love and loyalty, and just pretty much sticking together. Blood thicker than water, and that's one thing that I definitely believe in, is family. Right. And we all we got, and pretty much most of my upbringing was around the kitchen table. To my grandmother, rest in peace, Rhonda Tolbert. T-Boy and my grandmother Deborah also as well, just raised me around that kitchen table. So I seen what Big Mama was supposed to do, just raised on Big Mama rules, just to the cleaning, just the whole 9 yards, just, they installed a lot of discipline within me. And, with that discipline and those whoopings and stuff like that, it really made me the man I am today. So I'm thankful for those whoopings, because most people be like, I hated whoopings. Nah, I did hate them, but
you were smart enough to know that they were teaching you a lesson.
Yes, it was tough love. Yeah. It was tough love, and it was tough love that I didn't think why I had to get that treatment. But now, as I grew and went through life, I see why. Because it made me fear nothing. It made me fear nothing but God. So it put a lot of it put a dog in me that, everybody ain't got that dog, but
for real, they don't.
It put something in me that I'm not going to take nothing for nobody, and just being around them and just seeing what it takes, and just seeing that no matter what life or obstacles brought them in their life, that they still persevere, they still got through it. So I learned a lot from not only them, but my uncles as well, and just taking different nuggets from all my uncles in there with my cousins and just putting it to my repertoire and helping it build me into who I want to become.
Yep.
So I definitely am thankful for just everything each one of them done in my life. So
I know that's right. That's Juwuan Tolbert right there. That's little cuz right there. So, like, how did you get from primarily football to this creative? Like, did you always know that you had this creative side in you and you were going to be responsible for an apparel brand? Like, when did that, or how did that happen?
It was definitely a surprise for me because it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And but it's always been in me. Yeah, I think what it was is I was shy.
Oh, okay.
So I was one of the
that makes a lot of sense.
Because my mother always taught me dress and impress. All my uncles, my dad, they stayed fly. So dress and run in the family, looking good is a priority in the family. So we're not gonna go nowhere just.
I agree.
We ain't gonna go nowhere just, shy at the yacht because he think but he did. I'm gonna get yacht set the foundation. My other uncles, JC and all of them, they set the foundation. And we just, like I said, I just took it from there, took the game from there, knowing that staying fly is something that got to be there. But all in all, being in a family that's full of sports, real heavy. So it's just one of the things that, okay, I gotta look good because I'm gonna look good off the field. I'm gonna look good on the field. So
both
it's in me. We can't look. Nah,
right.
You can't be a plain Jane.
Exactly.
But
can't be out here looking regular in these streets, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
You can't. Shout out to my mom. Like I said, she taught me I always dress to impress. So it's dressing something I definitely took serious all my life. I wanted to look fly. And pretty much a transition from football to this now, basically through a project. So one of the projects I tried to do was put on a fashion show. And what I was going to do was get all these different clothing brands and try to invite them down to because it'd be in the fashion show. But then I was like, man, how you going to have a fashion show? And you ain't even got a clothing line. So that's when I was like, I'm going to start a clothing line. One of my friends, Swank, we was talking at the time and I was telling her what I wanted to do with the clothing line. And she sent me a picture about the logo. And the logo was everything that I wanted. And I was like,
on spot.
From that point on, I was like, okay, this is serious. Like,
That made it real.
Yeah, it made it real because other than that, it was just on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And from that point, I went and told my grandmother, like, look, I'm about to start a clothing line. And she was like, okay. And I think she believed me, but she didn't really believe me.
Right.
And I stayed up till 6 a.m. And designed my first design. And from that point on, I went the next day and showed. She was like, oh, you for real? I was like, yeah, I'm for real.
Let's get it done.
So, like, let's get it. And then, like, all that transition from her, because she retired, and she was like, when you going to start this clothing line? When you going to come out with this clothing line? Because it took me 2 years to come out with the clothing line. And I started in 2018, but I didn't come out until 2020. And 2020 is during the pandemic. So to come out during a pandemic, and to do what I did during the pandemic, man, that's God. That's God.
Because it's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's designed well. It's quality fabrics. It's like you can tell you thought about the designs, the colorways. Like I get so excited when you send me the colorways because I'm like, you can do so much with. Like I have like 3 pair of shoes that I can wear with this. Yeah. This is the first time I put the Pierre Mosses on with it, but the Pierres go great with the green that's down here in the hockey mask. In the green, you know what I'm saying?
You put that together. I love it.
So that was a little last minute, 1, 2. But no, you can tell that this is something that you're passionate about, something that you love. It's like spilling out from you. And I love that your grandma was like, all right, so you told me you got this idea.
Cause to be honest, her and my brother Jalen, and Jalen was like, cause what I do was, I would design something, and I would take that design and send it to everybody, cause I was very scared of sending my stuff to people, cause I didn't want people to take my stuff. You know, even though I was LLC and everything was taken care of, I still didn't want nobody to take my design. So I didn't know who I could trust. So the only people that I was sharing it to was my father, my mother, my uncles, my brothers, and you know, my grandparents. So pretty much, my brother Jalen, I was showing him like, look, man, what you think about this? What you think? He got tired of it, man. Stop showing me this stuff on the phone. Like, just come out with it. Like, I'm getting tired of you just.
That put some fire.
So between him and my grandmother was really the match, the fire that lit me. Like, yo, it's time to do it. And then when I got ready to come out, that's when I lost my grandmother, and so that was another motivation. Like, I'm gonna push through, and you know, I'm gonna do this. I'm going full steam ahead. And then from that point, it was just.
I'm sure she proud. Yeah. She probably bragging, grinning.
Yeah. She definitely is.
Yes, indeed. That's so dope, though. How does it feel to have this entity that is yours? Like, this is from thought to on paper to in your hand. Like, what I see you smiling, so I know it feels good to you, but what can you articulate that?
Yeah, it feels great actually, because my father, he was talking to me and he was like, man, don't you know you got your own clothing line? Like dude, you got your own clothing line.
It's yours.
Like, that's yours. Like, you just like Jay-Z, all of them. Like, you got your own clothing line. And it's not like I don't wear nothing else. I don't wear nothing but my clothing line. I think it's a song I listened to by Nipsey Hussle, last time that I checked. And YG got a lyric in there when he say, if when they close, I wear my own.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I took, when he said that, like, I was like,
stuck with you.
It stuck with me. I was like, ooh, that spoke to me, because why would that stuff? I got my own stuff.
And you got the ability to, because you have such a variety.
Yes. And what it's now has transitioned to, even my father, he don't got rid of all his clothes now. So now all he wears is FAUS.
See, listen, let me tell you something. These other communities that are not us, they support each other. Like, they make sure that they support each other. What we have to do is more of that.
Yeah.
And what y'all are doing is something major. I know every chance that I get, I throw on something FAUS. Like, for real. Because, like, it's fly.
Yeah.
It looks good. It feels good. When you, I think when we first started conversing about it, and then I started seeing the brands come to life, I was like, this brand looks exactly like you. Like, it is the perfect representation of your style, the Tolbert style. Like, it's real specific. And there is such a market for it. There's a market for it, but there's also so much versatility for it. So if it's somebody that don't necessarily fit the mold, they can take a piece and swag it out. And like, this don't look like something that you would wear, but I got you on. You know what I'm saying?
No, but it's dope though. Like, I didn't see that, and I didn't see it with the Pierre Mosses, and because I got a pair of Pierre Mosses. And shout out to Pierre Moss.
Black.
But, biggest thing with me is the colorways.
Yes.
If the colorways ain't it, then I'm gonna work on it right then and there. Like, I gotta get it right. And one thing about me is I'm very particular about what I come out with, what I want to do, and how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing in my family is because they know what I got. They know what I got on my hand. So they sit up there like, you holding on all to the money because you won't release it. I was like, no, I don't want to release it y'all way, because it's a certain way of doing it, you know. And being in the clothing industry, in the fashion industry, is what separates you from being a t-shirt line and what separates you from being an actual clothing line. And sometimes what people don't know is having so many colors can also water down a design.
Oh, absolutely.
So me, I try to kind of refrain, even though I play with a lot of colors, I still try to refrain from not doing too many colors because it could water it down and put you in almost that t-shirt category.
Yep.
And I think when I first came out, people was kind of thinking, "Oh, you doing your shirt thing?" I was like, "No, bro, I got a clothing line.
Don't count me.
Like, I got clothing." And I think what set me apart and set the tone early was my photographer. Your photographer plays a
marketing, branding.
Yes, it plays a huge role into coming out, and not only just coming out, but just staying consistent and giving people that quality look to make it to draw them in. A picture speaks a lot of words. So that picture is shot in a high quality. Man, and then the colors are popping. Yeah, like.
And you went to school for marketing, right?
Correct.
So you had the mind of how to get it out there. It was just the process of what you gonna put out, and that's why you're so stern on. Yeah, I could shop this product to you, but I want a proper rollout.
Yes.
So I can get the most amount of eyes on it, so I can reach my ideal clientele. Yeah, that's smart.
It's just one of the things. Like me and Travorce, people know him as Weeder. Like
your photographer, right?
Yeah. And then my other photographer, Justin, as well. So both of them just sitting down, talking with them. Like, look, this is what I'm going for. This is what I want to do. Like, I know they tell me to do it one way, but I'm very patient with my releases. I'm very. I try to move smart. You know, make the right choices. You know, and I try to put collections together. So, you know, it's just one of the things. I'm very particular.
You're killing it. You're doing a good job. You're doing a great job. Like,
thank you.
If you ain't heard it in a while, you're doing a great, great job. And I'm pretty sure you do hear it because it's crazy. Like, can you show us a few of the pieces?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll show you the pieces.
He brought some apparel to show us your. Oh,
Yes. So
what we got here?
This is actually one of our heavyweight hoodies.
Okay.
Heavy. This is
heavy.
Yeah, so this is like our heavy material, kind of almost the same material Fear of God used.
Yeah.
So this some
this feel like it'll keep you warm.
The quality and fabric that Essentials use as well. So this design right here was inspired by not only just our worldwide collection, but just pretty much we telling our story as far as where we're going.
Yeah.
So everything that FAUS do, FAUS is a storyteller.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know that, but through my artwork, I'm actually telling the story.
Okay.
So anything I do, I'm always telling you what we're doing.
Yeah.
So in this design right here, I'm telling you that I'm running my own race, and I'm telling you where I'm headed.
You about to win.
Yeah. so we're going worldwide with it.
Listen, worldwide, FAUS, worldwide. What else we got?
So this is one of the newer tracksuits that we just came out with.
Oh, them hard. Hard.
This is a sports club tracksuit that we came out with just recently. So this is it's almost like a Royal Navy with cream in it, and then this is our sports club logo.
You know, I would look good in there, wouldn't I? Me and my kitty.
But yeah, this is also the material that Palm Angels use as well. So
y'all hear the quality that he's referring to. All of these brands that y'all are paying hundreds and thousands of dollars for. You got a Black-owned business that's good. I mean, it feels amazing. Like, it feels amazing.
And it's heavy too. This is one of the first tracksuits that I ever felt this heavy.
Oh,
most tracksuits are more lightweight.
Yeah.
But this one.
Let me feel the pants.
And the pants. They got the front seam on them. So.
We better get you one of those. A chicken salad. This is. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. I mean, I just remember you were so ready. And I'm like, cuz just
move.
Give it some time. Let it breathe. I know
It's
you
not,
want it out, but let it breathe. And you need
cause
to let it breathe.
I think what it is I have so many ideas,
Mm-hmm.
and like you said, FAUS is, versatile.
Yeah.
It's classy, it's urban wear, it's athletic,
Yep.
and you can dress it up, you can dress it out. And
Yeah.
9 times 10, when I come out with something, I'm already imagining. I know how I want to wear
Yep.
it. I know how I want it to be worn.
Yep.
So when I do the photo shoot, it's like, yo, I need you to wear it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is an oversized tee, but I need you to wear it with heels,
Mm-hmm.
because most oversized tees are heavy urban wear, and
Yeah.
you're seeing the heavy sneaker game with it, with the oversized tee. But now they're seeing, man, you got, well, not man, but she got on heels with an oversized tee. I didn't think of that. I didn't see that look. So, I'm thankful for the models to even bring that vision to life for me, just to show off that it's more than one way to wearing an oversized tee. And, that just speaks to what this brand is all about. It's very versatile. And like I said, everything we do is always going to be with a purpose and always with a story to tell. And I think the first 3 designs I came out with, one was a ringer tee, one was a rising, one was the rising, and one was the signature. So pretty much, I was telling you that we coming out the ringer tee, we coming out making noise.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much. And I got inspired by 8 Ball MJG coming out hard. So it was like, I'm coming out.
He's showing where he's from. That's a real Augusta song to reference.
So, just listening to that song, that really put the motivation fire behind me.
That is so Augusta.
Yeah. So we came out with the ringer tee, which we said we're gonna come out making noise. The rising tee, we're gonna rise up from our community and where we come from, our urban society, and showcase what we got to offer. And then signature, we're gonna put our stamp on it. So, and then now we came out with worldwide, because we're telling you, and we're saying it early that this is gonna be a worldwide brand. And then we came out with sports club. Just that initiation, we're associated with sports club. Everybody has their game, but this is our game.
Yeah.
So our sports club is our game.
Sports club is what we rep. Like they rep Taylor Gang, we rep Fall Sports Club. Know what I'm talking about?
So it's just pretty much one of the things.
That's so cool. Yeah. Why have I never noticed that there was a 3 in the? Yeah. It's not the R like the trademark. It's a details.
So the 3 signifies God, family, and hustle. That is our foundation. Yeah. Everything we do through God. And I remember we had our first event last year, and I was panicking. I was like, man, people gonna come. And then I was like, man, what I'm worrying about? We got God and what we doing. So, and He blessed us to have a great turnout. But the 3 represents God, family, and the hustle. The 3 also represents classy, athletic, and urban wear. The 3 also represents 3 stripes of life. So that's why the 3 is significant.
3s everywhere. That's so fire. I'm so proud. So like, do you have a personal life outside of, because you work, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a full-time job?
Yes, so I work with the Atlanta Braves, senior stadium operations coordinator.
Okay.
With the Braves. So I've been there 4 years.
Okay.
So next
year. Straight out of college?
Straight out of college. So
look flex. Little flex for you. Okay.
No, that situation, that was a journey as well, because alum definitely came through in a time where I gave up.
Yeah.
Like I did. I'm the type of person, I don't give up.
Yeah.
I keep fighting. I'm gonna see it through because I'm a go-getter. Yeah. And that's just how I was raised. But I kind of threw in the towel a little bit. Not throwing the towel as in like with life, but just throwing the towel with, man, like I'm done trying to chase a corporate job. I'm gonna run my own business. I'm gonna start going to business for myself. And that alum came at a time where I was at a low, just mentally, just post-college depression, just going through all that.
That's a real thing.
Yes, I mental health is very important. I'm not ashamed to talk about it. I feel most men should talk about it.
Definitely.
For all our life we've been taught, suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. And which we do, you know what I'm saying? But I think, playing a physical sport for so long.
Oh, yes.
And now that you're not playing that physical sport, so now you have no way to let out that emotion that made you mad. So
what you do with it now?
I put it into this. I put it into my creativity. I put a lot of my competitiveness and my creativity and my thinking into my brand. Not only that, I put it into my career as well.
Yeah.
So being with the Braves and, that alum just bringing me on board as a trainee, and pretty much, like I said, for 17 years, my whole goal was to make it to the NFL.
Right.
And when I got blessed with this opportunity, I was like, man, like, it's here. Like, I'm at the highest level you can go. I'm a trainee.
Yeah.
So to me, I took it as, okay, this is your preseason.
Yeah.
You trying out.
Yeah.
So you got to show them that you
Yeah.
deserve to be here, that you deserve a seat at the table. And still to this day, I still going there with that mentality. And
Of course.
And Rihanna has a song, I think, no, it's Mike Will. Her and Mike Will and Rihanna. And it's a song called None of This Is Promised.
Yeah.
And I play it every day, like, none of this is promised.
That's real.
And one thing I know, that God can give you something, He can take it right then and there from you. So, my career in the clothing line really is me. I'm showing you who I am.
Yeah.
So,
what do you do outside of clothing? Y'all know what I'm trying to ask you, right? But what is your personal life like? Let me tell y'all something. This is one of the most mysterious people I have ever met in my life. Like, I don't know nothing about nothing. So if you have questions for me, he finna let y'all know. Don't ask me nothing after this episode, okay? But what is your personal life? Do you have time to go out? I know you travel back and forth to Augusta, but what is it? How are you able to have a personal life, or are you able? Like, what's that like?
Most of my personal life is with my family. I think the biggest thing right now in my personal life is, of course, my career and my business, but just living each day to the fullest, really. And that's what I try to do. So most of the time I'm with family. Anytime I break away from this, I'm with family. And that's, going out and doing family. If it's a sporting event, if not a sporting event, going out doing something fun or out to eat, or not even that, just cooking on the grill with the family, having the family come over. That's what it's all about for me. But
you skating around is are you single, Juwuan?
Yes, I'm single.
Are you mingling? Are you ready to mingle? Is that even, because I mean, when I'm focused, it ain't really nothing. I don't want no distractions whatsoever. And you seem like you are in a place of, I got this goal that I want to achieve. So maybe that don't, but the question is.
Yes, I am single. And I think for the most part, I think God has really put it on me to be focused right now, because I ask anybody about this brand, I be like, what you think? Man, you got a lot of potential. And I think what it is now is that, of course, I want to, I believe in marriage. I believe in having that significant young lady, that woman in my life, of course, having kids and stuff. But I think right now, God is really showing me, like, look, man, I need you to be focused right now. I need you. Like, I'm going to give you that, but just sacrifice right now. Like, put the work in right now and watch what I do for you. And I think, when you go out here and try to force certain things, it don't typically go your way, because
it's never going to work if you force it. It's never going to work.
So to me, it's like now, like, after going out here trying to, being interested, okay, I'm going to go out and try to find one, but you don't really get it that way, So now it's more so like, I'm going to take a step back and really focus on the things that I need to focus on, which is my career, my business. And from that point, when God sees fit for me to have that in my life, He's going to do it.
Right.
So to me, that's just my focus and how I'm looking at it.
I feel it. I mean, I feel like it's wise. It's smart. Because how old are you?
27.
Okay. Yeah. You're in a space of real discovery right now. You're learning yourself. You are really figuring out who you are, and it's good to be hyper focused, but also let things flow. How just don't be so. I don't want nobody right now because the Lord said. But you got it right. You got it right. I'm just being dramatic, but
mingle, you know what I'm saying? I meet,
Yeah.
you know, I'm cool with mingling, you know,
Mhm.
going on dates and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like, man, it's like it's a bigger picture. Like to me,
100%.
I definitely believe and know that I'm sitting on something great
Mhm.
and something that's ready. It's just a strike of a match.
Yep.
You know, and it match can come overnight, can come in a second, a minute, an
Yep.
hour. So it's just you just gotta be prepared.
Yeah.
But I know like all that's gonna come. So
Mhm.
it's just you know, when he ready for me to have it, he gonna put it in my life.
Yeah, I love that. Like people, I ain't finna put no pressure on nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't finna force nothing. I ain't finna do none of the. If it ain't for me,
Yeah.
I listen very well, and it sounds like you listen when he talk to you. Just
Yeah.
open up your ears. People
Yeah.
call it intuition, call it the
Yeah.
voice of God, call it the Holy Spirit, call it what you want, but we gotta be willing to sacrifice fun
Yeah.
in the moment,
Mhm.
especially if we got goals that are much grander than things that we can physically touch right now.
Yeah.
Like
it's one of the things now, like my mind, and I got an old soul, so I've been, like I said, I
definitely.
grew up real fast, and I've been very mature at an early age.
Mhm.
So it's just one of the things. My mind is different,
Yeah, I agree.
you know, and knowing what I know is out there, because back in the day we didn't have social media. We just knew what our mentors and coaches was telling us, so we went out there. But even when they was telling us that, like I was there, I was locked in, like I'm ready, like I want everything that I supposed to have.
Yeah.
And so it's one of the things, like I just right.
I see your passion.
Mhm.
Like it's almost like you can touch it or feel it. And every time we have a conversation about your brand, I hear like so much joy in your voice because this is literally your kid. Like this is your baby. This is something that you really like put your time and your work into it. And I really, 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 really hope that you know without a doubt that this thing is gonna blow.
Yeah. It is. And you know, one of the things that drive me is, of course, God, but just family.
Yeah.
You know, I have a lot of family that come to tell me like, "Cuz, like, that's dope." Like my cousin Pee, he tell me, like, I need a 2X right away. Like, yacht to everybody. They tell me, and they'll tell me if something is ugly. If I come up design something, and I be like, "What you think?" They gonna let me know.
Yeah.
Like, nah,
It's
that
good.
ain't it.
That's good.
And I go back in the lab and just continue to work, and that's the biggest thing with me. Most of my time is spent in the lab, just trying to come out with a design. Like this design here, these two designs, I really don't care about.
Yeah.
And the reason why I don't care about them because it's a complete project. So once I complete the project and come out with
it, next.
It's like I'm on to the next. Like I be bidding, we're gonna do a promo video, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and then finally we come, it's like, all right, what's next?
Let's move.
Like, it's time to go.
But do you take the time to appreciate how good the work is? And you don't, you don't. So let me tell you something, because you gotta start smelling them roses. You gotta at least, you gotta figure something out.
Yeah.
Because you gonna get as big as whatever one of the biggest brands is, and you gonna be at the tip top of your game saying what's next, and you gonna be and you ain't took the time.
Yeah.
You gotta, and I'm talking to myself too. I'm talking to myself too, because sometimes I don't realize how extensive my resume is.
Yeah.
Like
you motivate me more. You know, like when I seen you out there doing your thing on the road, man, she inspired me. And like you might be out there doing stuff with actors and actresses and just being on shows and doing your thing. And I'm sitting there watching like, or it might just be a photo shoot you don't do or a promo. Like, like stay creative, stay creative, stay creative.
Yeah.
So like just even being here today, like sometimes you get into that zone of where you're trying to figure out certain things. So just being here today and coming to talk to you, sometimes you need that creative conversation to get you back.
Yes.
You know, not saying yes, not, but you still need that little oomph behind you, like, you know, like remember what you're on, the path that you're on. Like, you know, we're chasing something.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's what this space is for, though. Like, I want to give, like, so when I first, the first gathering of people that I had in this space, I had been putting my plants in here. I hadn't had my, the light yet, but I had both the couches and it was kind of forming.
Yeah.
It was coming together. And I had a few people over for my birthday, and I wasn't even in the birthday mood, but I had some of my, I feel like my most creative friends in here. And I got so emotional because them being in this space, we was just literally sitting around kicking it.
Yeah.
But we started like vibing, singing over instrumentals, rapping, like, but somebody was telling jokes. Like, it was just a good vibe, but it confirmed to me, like, this is what this space is supposed to be. This is how this space is supposed to be utilized. It's supposed to be creatives coming in here, getting inspired. Like, I come into this room when I want to be inspired. Like, I thought moving into this spot that this would be the room that I get the most use out of. It's not. It's second. I'd be outside on my back patio. Well, in the warmer months, but I would sit out there for hours and just soak up the sun. But like I said, the second most utilized room is this space because, like, I don't know if it's the plants, if it's the windows, if it's what it is, but I feel recharged and ready to create something. And I just feel like I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Like, and I get that confirmation literally every time I walk through the threshold of this room.
Man, it's like life is creative itself, you know, and even in my career, like, of course, I'm in the sports industry, and you know, but I'm also in the entertainment industry.
Right.
So being in that industry, you know, just seeing what some of the players, you know, some of their wives and some of the stuff that they're wearing, me being in the fashion industry as well, now I'm noticing, okay, what are they into? What colors are worn a lot? And, you know,
you're doing research while you at work.
Correct. And what's crazy, you asked about my personal life, about do I go out to the clubs or do I? What's crazy is when I go to the club, most people don't know, like, I'm gonna have a good time with my friends. You know, I'm not gonna do a whole lot, but I'm gonna have a good time. But at the same time, I'm also doing research. I'm seeing what y'all wearing to the club. I'm seeing what type of shoes women are wearing, what type of shirts, dresses that they're wearing. The guys, what they into, are they wearing hats? You know, what's in, what ain't. You know, so me, it's just kind of staying ahead of the trends and knowing what's going on in the fashion industry. So, you know, when I'm going into these establishments, it's also personal and as business. You go. So I'm always looking around what's going on.
Always taking mental pictures. Always taking notes. Always on. But I think that's what it is to be an entrepreneur. And although you still are working a job, you're literally every moment. Like I used to feel like at Mac, when I worked for Mac, I started the beginning of God is Glow, the brand. I used to sell lashes. So what I would do was buy lashes in bulk and use them on my clients. But then I liked the lashes so much that I started wearing them. Working at Mac, you had to everything had to be Mac. So what I was doing was telling people that these lashes I got on was something that was closest, but by wearing different lashes and getting different compliments and seeing the type of woman that walked up to me and complimented it, which one got the most compliments. I'm doing market research in these other people's jobs. But I was focused on, all right, I'm using this brand to see how I want to run my business, how I don't want to run my business, what policies work best, because I'm working this job because it's relevant to the career path. Like what you're doing is so relevant to this. Like it's dealing literally with people and seeing what these people are wearing and catering to the type of people that you want to cater to. So it's so important for people that want to become an entrepreneur but are still working jobs. It ain't nothing wrong with that. But you just got to understand that if you have a goal to be a full-time entrepreneur, you have to utilize this place that is paying your bills. You got to utilize, you got to get out of it everything that you can. You can do it. It's possible. We are both products of that.
You definitely can. And it's one of the things, like, I'm very thankful because we put on concerts as well. So one of the concerts that I really got inspired from was Lady Gaga. So me being a creative person and an open-minded person, I was like, wow, like, you know, I knew like 2 of her songs, but just being at a concert and seeing her costumes, and I was like, wow, like one day I want to design something for a major artist, a major core artist.
Another,
So it's like right now, I'm technically doing everything wholesale, but I want to get into, my whole challenge this year is to get into custom pieces. Because I just called my grandma last night. I was like, look, I got an idea. I want to do it this way. I was like, write this down in your book. And she wrote down. I was like, yeah, we're going to go try to find the fabric. And we're going to try to put this together. And, you know, this is going to be our first custom piece. So it's being in that entertainment business, you know, because it's sports and entertainment. And seeing that concert side of things and how a concert operates, to the costumes, dress, like, it's like, wow. And just the music. Music is a major influence in my creativity and in that mode. If I hear a certain song and it just got me going, I'm in that creative. It's like a little bounce. Like it's like you're in the mode. You just get the designing, and next thing you know, you got like 10 designs off one song that just been. And you might play that song like, oh, I want to use this song for the fashion show. Like I want models to come down this way, do it this way, do the fashion show. So it's music. Music plays a heavy part in FAUS, and that's what the urban society come from. The music, and FAUS is just something that's ready to take on the world, and it's ready. It's ready to go. So it's just like you prepping that baby, like you building it up, you know. And I love it because just seeing the people wear it around, and they putting it on social media and feeling proud to wear it. And one thing I always say, like, if you support me, I'm very thankful, you know. But I also want I'm buying this because man, I need that. I want that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what
you know. That's like, how I felt. What was it? The jacket,
the jean jacket.
That denim. You know how I felt about that denim jacket. He dropped this jacket and sold out on the camo before I could get my hands on that camo. Man. Boy, I was so bad. But there's a demand for it. There's a demand for it.
You speaking about that, what's crazy was I was sitting on that time for 2 years. So that was supposed to come out 2 years ago, but it just now came out at the end of, Halloween. That's when it came out, because I played off the, a lot of people don't know this. So we got it on actually now, the hockey design. And it played off of the Freddie versus Jason, Jadakiss and Fabulous album. And in the album, Jadakiss is supposed to be Jason, and Fab's supposed to be Freddie.
Yeah, got it.
And pretty much in this design right here, this one is dedicated to Freddie. Even though it don't have the holes. The holes represent Freddie, the Freddie face, the holes in Freddie face. So even though it's a hockey mask, it still represents. I call this one the Freddie hockey design because I couldn't find nothing similar to Freddie. So I was like, this is the closest thing that's gonna be to Freddie with the holes in the hockey mask. But it all played out. And
you're so thoughtful.
And what's crazy is what also inspired is, a lot of people don't know this. I made a post about this on social media. Hockey plays a big part in our lives today that people don't know about. You know, the whole objective of hockey is to score the goal,
right,
score more goals than the other team.
right.
So each day we're trying to accomplish our goals, but we have people that's trying to stop us, which are defenders. So even though those defenders are trying to stop, we're having to push that goal in another direction.
Yeah.
But we still on that same goal because we still got to score. But there are obstacles that try to stop us from scoring that goal. But at the end of the day, we're going to accomplish it because at the end of the day, we still going to score. We're going to persevere.
Yeah.
So that was the whole reason as well for me coming up with the hockey design. Well.
You need to start talking to the people. You need to start talking to the people. You got a good speaking voice, you know. You're very handsome, smiling. The ladies would love you. No, but I think you should start talking to the people about what your vision is, or just start sharing with more. Yeah, because you have some of the stuff we've discussed, but some of the other things that you said there, I feel like it's a hidden piece that could add a little bit more razzle dazzle to it. But I mean, that's not to say that anything you're doing is lacking, because your marketing is great. The photo shoots that you have, they showcase your apparel so well. The models look good. Like, you doing the thing. I like that a lot of your shoots, it kind of looks moody. Like, it's not dark, but it's dark. It gives it the street. The street part of it.
It's telling the story, and my model's telling the story. And everybody be like, "Oh, I want to do a photo shoot. I want to do a photo shoot." Everybody can't do it.
Nah, they can't.
You might not fit this project. And what's crazy, a lot of people don't know, the last photo shoot I did, everybody was high schoolers except for 2 of them.
Oh, wow.
So that was a gamble.
But it turned out well.
It was a gamble.
Yeah.
So, I was like, man, like I called Mel. I was like, man, I'm gonna need your help on this because, I got high schoolers in this one, but they did a great job. They did an excellent job, and they told the story. They told they got done what needed to be done that day, and I'm very thankful for them as well. So we got a lot that's coming. Like we got Worldwide, we got Sports Club, we got Fashion Athletic, we got FAUS by itself, and then like we getting ready to tap into FAUS Rec Department. So I'm giving an exclusive right now, a real drop right now. So we got FAUS Rec Department that's coming. That's gonna be a dope line. I can't wait. Ooh. And then we got a whole nother clothing line coming out. Yeah, so you got another exclusive. You got 2 exclusives.
Ooh, we got some exclusives. Y'all be on the lookout. That's coming in 2023, later part. Or you don't want to drop it?
We're pushing for it to be in July, the second clothing line.
Okay.
The second clothing line, we're pushing for it to be in July. It's in honor of my cousin, Jabri, who passed away. So it's something for him and dedication to him, and just to keep his name alive. And it's something we was like, it got to be done.
I love that. I love that. I'm so proud of you. For real. Tell the people where they can follow you. Tell them where they can shop. Give them information so we can know how we can, the In the Green Room family can know how to support you and get as saucy and swaggy as me.
So you can follow us on Instagram at FAUS.3_. Facebook, you can find us at Fashion Athletic Urban Society, and then our website is www.fashionathleticurbansociety.com.
Where did Fashion Athletic Urban Society, where did that name come from?
I wanted to give the people something real.
Okay.
I didn't want to just come up with a name like, it's a lot of names I don't understand. But I wanted to give people something real, something where I come from, something that represents everybody, represents all culture, it touches all walks, phases of life. I wanted something real. So the F, I thought about my environment, Augusta, and pretty much fashion is something we take serious in Augusta. Even though it's a small city, we still we in tap with the culture. We in tune to what's going on.
Yeah.
So fashion is something we definitely take serious. So that's where the F came from. Athletics, I see pushes sports very heavy.
Yeah.
So that's where the athletic piece came from. And not only that, a lot of people love sports.
Yeah.
And then the urban society represents the urban culture from entertainment to music to art, just all in one coming together. So that's how I came up with Fashion Athletic Urban Society.
Y'all heard it first here on In the Green Room podcast. This is episode 6. That's crazy. Y'all been rocking with me for 6 episodes. I thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all follow FAUS on Instagram. That's FAUS .3_. Shop FAUS Fashion Athletic Urban Society.com.
That's long.
And then follow on on Facebook, Fashion Athletic Urban Society. FAUS is the movement, it's the brand. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come on in the room. Thank you for coming.
No problem.
All right, y'all. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Come on in.